One of my least favorite and honestly one of the most overlooked tropes in manga is the young prodigy trope. And when I say young prodigy, I'm not talking about someone who's extremely talented. I'm just talking about how the timeline works for some of these. A great example of this is One Piece, is the reason why I had it as my background for the last bit. When you take One Piece at face value, the progression is really great. We get to see Luffy struggle through a whole bunch of arcs and eventually become one of the strongest pirates around. But when you start to consider the timeline of these events, the progression, in my opinion, starts to get thrown way off. Like, take for example the fact that Luffy has only been at sea for 2 years. Again, I'm not just talking about solely strength, because I know Luffy was training for like 10 years beforehand. I'm talking about kind of like everything. Like, in my opinion, this even extends to the characters. Every one of the Straw Hats has known Luffy, with the exception of maybe Jinbei, for less than a year. Or the fact that Dressrosa, an arc that was like 100 plus chapters and features the destruction of an entire government, literally happening in one day. And I know I seem like I'm picking on One Piece, but I think this is general in almost every single popular anime. Like, for example, Tanjiro is literally Hashira level after 3 years. Naruto being stronger than literally every living Hokage at 16. Or Deku, who literally becomes stronger than Prime All Might while he's still a freshman or a sophomore. My thinking is that logically, these events should take place over the span of years. It just makes sense for the way the characters grow and the way the progression feels natural. Like, for example, take Deku again. It would make a lot more sense for his character to logically be above All Might when he's like 23 or 22. Now, before I get jumped, I know that these shows are technically not made for adults and that they're made to always reflect the child image, but it's something that's been on my mind and I kind of wanted to talk about.